Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. Let's wait for another minute for everyone to join and settle in. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Aryan, and I'm joined by Mr. Nitin Iyer, an Oracle ERP Cloud expert who has spent several years helping organizations simplify and accelerate their Oracle ERP Cloud investments. Together, we'll be walking you through how Samkit's Develop SQL tool transforms the way Oracle users query, analyze, and manage data, turning what is usually a painful, time consuming process into something quick, reliable, and efficient. This session is designed to be practical. We'll start with a real world case study, then talk about developer challenges in Oracle ERP, introduce you to our Develop SQL tool, share a live demo, and finally open the floor for question and answer session. And for those who stay until the end, we are offering an exclusive 3-month free trial of our Develop SQL tool so you can try it directly in your own environments. So let me start with a real case study to assess the measurable impact of Develop SQL. One of our clients reported that adopting Develop SQL have improved their report development and support timelines by over 60%. This translated into substantial savings across critical resources, including time, budget, and overall operational costs, while also maximizing employee output. Beyond this, several other organizations have also validated the reliability, scalability, and ease of use of Develop SQL. These organizations have successfully extended the solution across their technical staff and business users, embedding it into daily ERP operations as a core productivity driver. A key factor in this adoption has been trust, because unlike traditional solutions, Develop SQL does not store any information on external servers or the cloud. Instead, it enables organizations to access, query, and store data locally within their own secure environment. This design has made it far easier for enterprises to remain compliant with internal data security and governance policies while still enjoying the speed and power of an advanced querying system. Before we dive into the solutions, let me take a quick moment to introduce who we are. Samkit Infosystems is a trusted partner for organizations looking to maximize the value of their Oracle ERP Cloud investment. We specialize in developing Oracle ERP Cloud applications that accelerate digital transformation, streamline operations, and strengthen governance. Our focus has always been on creating reliable, ready-to-use solutions that integrate seamlessly into Oracle ERP, HCM, and SCM environments. These tools are designed to help businesses reduce audit preparation times, cut compliance costs, and eliminate repetitive manual work that slows teams down. Over the years, we have supported organizations across finance, manufacturing, supply chain, education, and many other sectors, and helped them achieve measurable gains in efficiency, compliance, and control. Our philosophy is straightforward. Technology should deliver immediate impact while building a foundation for future readiness. And that's exactly what our suite of Developers Aid is built to achieve. Now my colleague Nitin will give you an overview of our Develop SQL tool. Over to you, Nitin.
Thank you, Aryan. Hello, everyone. I'm Nitin Iyer, and today I'll be showcasing you our flagship product, Develop SQL. In the past several years, working at Samkit, we have helped organizations not only with audit readiness or security aspects, but also in terms of report generation and query writing. which has allowed them to save a lot of time on mundane tasks. We are all aware of the cumbersome steps one needs to take to run a SQL query within Oracle environment. Log into tools, log in, then go to tools, then reports analytics, then follow more clicks to finally reach the area where you can write the query. That's only half the task. Then you need to navigate to a different click to view the results. If you must export the results to an Excel sheet, carry out a few more clicks. To ease this process and to utilize a developer's time more efficiently, we introduce you to Develop SQL, a powerful SQL editor that just does not allow you to write queries, but also provides you with ready-made reports, show you tables, views, indexes, constraints, and a lot more. So without wasting any more time, let's have a detailed look at the features of this amazing tool. Develop SQL is a part of Fusion app. As you can see, there are multiple tools built into Fusion app. We recently conducted a webinar on configuration risk assessment, governance risk control, and user access audit report. Fusion app allows you to define your environments details once and then use it across multiple tools. So to use Develop SQL, you will first need to define the environment. It's a very simple process. Just provide the URL, the usernames and the passwords, and give it a name that you can identify the connection easily. As you can see, you can define multiple connections at the same time. Once the connections are in place, you can start Develop SQL by clicking this icon. So this is Develop SQL. As you will see, this will appear primarily like an SQL editor. But as I will show you, this is a lot more than just an editor. The primary function is of course to execute queries directly on your Oracle ERP Cloud environment. While executing the queries, you can also set the number of records you wish to have written. Then you can type a simple query that fetches records from a single table, or a complicated query that you can see in the presentation, which includes multiple tables, and then just click on execute. It's that easy to execute a query in your environment. Not just that, you can also right click in the results section and export the data to CSV and Excel. The exported files will be stored in this location. You can also change the location by clicking on this icon, and you can just set it to any folder that you want it to. The result window will also allow you to do a direct search within the result. So for example, if I wish to see ledger names with US primary, I will just type it here and you will see that the application will filter the results to show only matching records. Apart from running a single query, this tool also allows you to have multiple queries present in the editor window and then execute only a single query. Simply select the query that you wish to run and click on execute. Well, moving to other basic features of Develop SQL, we have the edit menu. This will allow you to perform basic steps such as undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, change to uppercase, change to lowercase, tabify, indent, outdent. You can comment a selection or you can uncomment a selection and collapse and expand all. So this is your edit menu with all the basic functionalities that are required for an editor. Next is search. Here you have find next and replace. Very self-explanatory. If you do a find, it will allow you to find a particular keyword within the editor query, editor window. If you do a find next with the find, then it will find the next occurrence of that keyword. And replace will show you this window that I have currently shown in the presentation, where you can find and replace within the editor window. Next up is bookmarks. This section will allow you to insert bookmarks within queries to move easily. For example, you have a long query of more than 100-150 lines. You can easily add bookmarks at crucial areas in the query so that you can easily locate them and carry out any edits that you wish to. So in this case, for presentation and representation purpose, I have added a few bookmarks over here. So the bookmark menu will allow you to move easily between these bookmarks that are there and clear these bookmarks. We now come to the tools menu. Here you can manage the connections. So if you wish to add a new connection to run the queries, you can do it directly from here. Instead of going back to the main screen and then going to the environment section, you can directly click on manage connections and add your new connections over here. Then we have the shortcut editor. Yes, this tool will allow you to create your own shortcuts. This section will allow you to add, edit and delete shortcuts. For example, you can create a new shortcut called as SSF. And within the editor window, if you type SSF and then press Ctrl and Enter together, the application will change the SSF to select star from. Similarly, you can have shortcuts for any such things within the query. Say for example, if you're going to write a query on a particular table continuously for more than 10 times, you could actually create a shortcut with the select star from your table name and just kind of call the couple of lines and press Ctrl Enter and it would replace it, the entire thing for you. So it's definitely going to help you work more efficiently and save a lot of time. Under tools, we also have schema browser, but I'll come back to this in a bit. Let's move to the final basic functionality of this application, Develop SQL, which is help. Here you have get help that will open a PDF file explaining the basic steps of the installation of this application and the usage of this application. Then you have share ideas and feedback. This link will take you to a form on our website which you can submit with your ideas or even feedbacks. And ideas basically any feature that you wish to see within the application. If it is feasible, we would surely love to develop that. And then finally there is about link, which will give you details about your license information. It will show you when the license was created, when it is expiring, which features are enabled with the license and so on. So that is the basic features. Now that the basic features are covered, let's move on to the more interesting features of Develop SQL. Remember schema browser under tools menu? Yes. So this schema browser feature, it will allow you to access all the tables, synonyms, views, packages from your Oracle Cloud environment. The application opens a new section when it is selected. You just click on this checkbox to activate the schema browser and it will open a new section over here which will show you all the tables, synonyms, views and packages. Then when you expand, you can individually expand each section that was shown before, and I have expanded the table section and I've just double clicked on this particular table name. So as you can see, it has opened a new section again which is showing me all the details of the selected table. So it has got the columns, it has got the indexes, it has got the constraints. So these columns, indexes and constraints are tabs which you can move among them, right? When you select a view, so this is a sample section that opens up where it will show you the columns of that particular view. So there is only one single tab. In case of synonyms, since they are same as tables, it will have the same information that we were having for tables, the columns, the indexes and the constraints. In case of packages, okay, so when it comes to packages, and if I double click a particular package like I have done for this particular package, it will show me all the stored procedures from that package. You can just directly have a look at all these stored procedures from this particular package. Next is the schema browser also have a search feature. So For example, if I want to see all tables and synonyms, views and packages that have a particular keyword in its name, so I'll just type that name and I'll click on search, and as you can see, the application will show me all the tables, the synonyms, the views and the packages that have this particular keyword within its name. So that is schema browser. I am sure that you can think of 100 different ways to use this. Next up is report browser. Now, as the name says, you can browse through ready-made reports. So as you can see, this is a tree structure. Okay, so to activate it, you need to first click on this checkbox, and once it is clicked, you will see that a new section opens up in the application where you can see all the main categories, and within the categories there are subfolders, and the subfolders have the actual reports. So it's a tree structure. So by default, all the sections, the main categories will be collapsed. So sorry, collapsed, and then you can expand them, like I have done for security projects, human, just to show you as a representation. By default, it will all be collapsed. So like I said, it is a tree structure. So I have expanded security. Under security, I have users and roles as two different folders. And under roles, I have double clicked on roles assigned to user report. The moment I double click on this particular thing, you can see that the editor window will get a query, which if you run will generate the report for all the roles assigned to users. Currently, we have identified more than 500 reports which are being added to the application. And be sure that we are going to add far more reports to this particular tool. Our end goal is to arrive at a situation where any organization does not need to write a single line of query to generate reports. All the reports will be present within this report browser. That is our main aim to achieve with report browser. And as I said, this is a work in progress. We are continuously adding more and more reports to this. So there you have Develop SQL. I will now take this opportunity to show you a live demonstration of how easy it is to execute a query and export it to CSV or an Excel file. I have Develop SQL opened, and I'll just show you a glimpse of the environment setup. So we go to Tools and click on Manage Connections. As you can see, I have multiple environments already set up, and if required, I can set up a new one by just providing a name, the URL, usernames and passwords. That's it. Since I've already created the connection that I'll be using, I'll just close this window. So here you can see I have a pre-selected connection. I can change the connection if required by just opening this drop down and selecting the connection that I wish to have. This is the editor window. This is the result window, which also has tabs for messages and history. History tab will store all the queries that you have executed in the past. There is no limitations as such for the number of queries to be stored. You can either type a new query over here, or I can just go to the history and I can select a query that I have executed in the past. So I'll just double click on this, and as you can see, it has got the query within the query window. Now, as I was saying, I can have multiple queries. So as you can see, I've got multiple queries now. This is a long, huge query. Now let's just execute this simple one. So I've selected this because I have multiple queries. I'll select this particular query that I want to execute. These are the number of records that I want to fetch. This is the connection, and this is the location where the report will be, if I export it, it will be saved in this particular location. I can change it, like as I've mentioned, by clicking on this icon. It will open a browse window where you can just go through and select any folder that you wish to select. So I've selected the query and I'll press execute. So since this is a very basic query, and I've also kept the default minimum number of records, 200, I can even have 10 records. So I've kept the default 200. So it should be executing the query within a couple of seconds. There you have. So this is the result that I have got from executing this particular query. Uh, like I have shown you before in my presentation, the search, I can search for all the names having primary keyword as in it. So if I just type primary, you will see that it has already filtered the records to show the records which have the primary name in it. So it could be in the name, it could be in the ledger category. Okay. So if I clear this now again, it will again have all the records. To export it, like I have shown you, just right click on it and I can export to CSV or Excel. This file will be stored in the location that you have set over here. So that's it. This is Develop SQL. See how easy it is to execute a query and export it to CSV. That's it. This brings me to the end of my presentation. We will now have a short Q&A section where Aryan will read out the questions that we have received so far, and I'll try to answer them all to the best of my ability. So thank you very much for your time. Over to you, Aryan.
Thank you, Nitin, for the amazing demo. Before we move on to the Q&A session, a quick reminder. If you'd like to experience Develop SQL yourself, simply type SQL in the chat and you'll get access to a 3-month free trial along with a license key and download link right after this webinar. Now let's open the floor for questions. Feel free to drop them in the chat. So Nitin, the first question for you is, do I need to log in each time I want to use Develop SQL?
Okay. No, once you have defined the connections, you do not need to log in again. Application will automatically log you in. Of course, if you change your password, you will just need to edit the connection details, and that's it.
Great. And what would be the pricing of this tool?
Okay, so basically, individual licenses would cost 50 euros per user per month, okay, which are invoiced annually. And the enterprise license would cost around 119 pounds per user per month, again invoiced annually. But we can, of course, always discuss this in detail.
Okay. And someone has asked, can I copy just a single cell value or does it allow only full export?
No, Develop SQL will allow you to copy value from just a single cell. So you can just right click on the cell and copy, and then you can use this copied value in either search or even in another query in the editor window. So yeah.
Mhm. And do we need admin access to install it at PC?
Uh, Admin access. No, as this is a Windows certified application, mostly admin rights is not required.
Okay, great. And someone has written, will we see only definitions of procedures or functions or package body as well?
Ah, Oracle has stopped sharing package body, so it's not a constraint from our side, but it is a constraint from the Oracle side.
Okay. And are these the BI publisher reports available in Oracle ERP Cloud, or is it your out-of-box report?
Oh, it's out of it's our out of box reports. These are not available in Oracle as a standard, definitely.
Okay, great. And someone has said, can I suggest a report that I want?
Yes, of course, we would love that. You can share. You can use the share ideas and feedback option under the help and send us your requirement.
Sure, and we'll definitely make it to their requirement, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And where's the SQL history maintained?
Okay. Well, basically, it's stored locally wherever the application, whichever PC the application is installed, it will store the history in that same on the same local PC.
Okay. And when the program is pulling a huge amount of data from the database, how does it manage its own memory to prevent it from slowing down or crashing?
Oh, that's a very good question. But so far, see, we I think Atul has already answered this question in the chat. We have not seen seriously not seen any performance issues as
Mhm.
such. We tried it out with a huge amount of data, but we have not seen any lag as such.
Okay. And in the report browser, the list of reports shown are available locally, is it? Or are these defined in the BI publisher reports in ERP Cloud?
No, 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 no. These would be available to you locally. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And is it live? That is, pulling directly from the database,
Of course, it connects directly to your environment and it is fetching the data from there.
live data, right? Well, we'll wait for some more time to answer all the questions. So yes, keep dropping them in the chat.
Looks like no more questions or somebody's typing.
Is it allowed to import developed report from Fusion to Developer SQL? I think Develop SQL they meant. So is it allowed to import developed report from Fusion to Develop SQL?
Uh, Frankly speaking, Aryan, I'm not sure about this question. I not very sure about this. As I if I understand it correctly, but yeah, I mean, if you have the SQL on your Fusion ready there, you can just copy that SQL and execute it on Develop SQL. Or if you want that as added to the report browser, you can definitely provide us with the query without the company information or any other secured information that you do not wish to disclose, and we can add it as a parameter in the report browser.
Okay. And how about data security? Is your company can see data what we executed?
Oh no, no, definitely not, definitely not. There is no way that we will see what data is being retrieved or what it is being pulled. No, 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 not at all. This is all limited to your the local system where the application is installed.
Can we add our own reports in report browser?
As of now, it's only us who can add the reports to the report browser. But like I said, if you have any particular report that you wish to have within the browser, you can provide us with the query. Also, if you remove all the say information such as company name or ID or any other information that you do not want to disclose, just let us know that and we can add parameters for that and then add it into the report browser.
Okay. How are software updates received?
Okay, so we do have a process where the application itself will let you know that there is a new update available, and you can just click on that link and download it, and then update the application. Uh,
Someone is asking for a
any more
demo for
questions?
single
Yeah.
sign-on.
Single sign-on. Okay, SSO is currently in testing phase. it should be available in the app within the application in a week or max two. So right now we are testing it out at our end. So yes, it is there presently in the application, meaning it has been developed. It has been developed and it is being tested right now, and it should be available within the application very soon.
Great, great. Let's wait for another minute or so, and then we'll proceed towards wrapping up the webinar.
I mean, even after we wrap up, if they do have questions, they can always reach out to us, right? We have provided the email ID, and
Yes,
also
definitely.
the book a meeting link also has been provided.
Well, someone is typing. Let's just take their question and then we'll proceed. Okay, I believe there are no further questions. So thank you all for
Yeah.
joining us today. And
Thank
we
you,
would
everyone. Thank you.
we would love to receive your feedbacks, or if you have any further questions, do drop us an email, and we'll definitely get back to you for this. Thank you all for joining again and have a lovely day.
Thank you.